behalf of my mom and my family, thank you for coming here and being with us today to honor her life. I really, I wasn't sure what to say. I mean, there's so much I could talk about my mom, Her beautiful smile, her infectious laugh, her warm hugs, her never-ending optimism, her youthful spirit, her devotion to family, her love of bling and shoes and bling and shoes, her love of shopping, because she liked to shop. I don't know if you guys were hip to that. I was amazed. We got a call from the CEOs of Kohl's and Chico's sending their condolences. I was like, wow, Mom, that's just next level stuff. And then there's her beloved Redskins, which, caused much consternation season after season. But, the fun sayings she had too. I don't know if y'all are familiar with this phrase. Good Lord, Miss Agnes. Yeah, that was my mom. But there was a consistent thread running through my mom's life. There's a thread of love. She loved deeply and unconditionally. I mean, that's why you're here. That's why we're all here. She loved all of us so deeply. She loved each of you individually. She made you feel like you're the only person in the room when she was talking to you. It was so nice to hear everyone's comments yesterday and today, and just not only reinforcing that, but just showing me how deep and wide her love went for people. It was incredible. Someone told me, Pat never knew a stranger. I think that's really true. She was never concerned with herself. She was always more concerned with you, which is like she had this sixth sense, like she could tell something was wrong. And I got to tell you, as a teenager, that was really annoying. Because there's a lot of stuff always wrong as a teenager. What's the matter, sweetie? Is everything okay? Yes, Mom, I'm fine. Right, Sam?
Yeah.
But man, she loved this church so much. Oh my gosh. She loved her family, her friends, her life. She loved the Lord. And when she loved completely. It just kind of flowed out of her. It was like this flowing love in all directions. It was really something. I've never known anybody like her. It's incredible. As my wife Holly said, she always, if she was going to err, she was always going to err on the side of love and generosity. She'd always err on the side of too much love or too much generosity. And it didn't matter where you were from, who you were, what you drove, what you believed. She just erred on the side of love with everybody. But there was one person she loved more than anyone, and that's my dad. Dad, she absolutely treasured you. And you gave her such a wonderful life. You've given us all a wonderful life. Thank you. Okay, that was the hard part. Wow, I got to grow up with that, I got to grow up with this amazing woman and this loving nature as my frame of reference for life. And I feel so lucky to have that. I mean, most of the world isn't like that. Most of the world's pretty cruel. And we've seen some of that just this past week. But imagine a world where everyone's a little more like my mom. Imagine a world where everyone tries to err on the side of love and generosity. That's the world I want to live in. That's the world we deserve, the world we need. Maybe that's a tiny taste of what heaven's like, I like to think so. I don't know if any of you watched the show This Is Us, but my mom loved that show. We used to talk about every episode after it was over. And in the season opener this year, there was something that Rebecca said to her son Randall about her late husband Jack. She said, "Your father wasn't perfect either, but he was pretty darn close." And that was my mom. I mean, she wasn't perfect, but man, she was pretty darn close. Love deeply, err on the side of love and generosity. What a legacy. I hope that can be our legacy too. I hope that's going to be my legacy. I have to leave you with a story. You all know my mom loves shopping. I don't know if you mentioned that. Anyway, she was a pro at catching sales. Right? So y'all know. Y'all know. Of course, my dad would always say, she'd say, see, look how much money I saved. And my dad would say, all right, where is it? But as we were making arrangements at the cemetery, Keisha, who, they're so wonderful there, Mount Comfort, Keisha, who was helping us, she informed us as we were going through this that they were running a promotion and that we would be saving 10% on Mom's plot. And I turned to my dad and said, I can't believe it. Even in death, Mom's plot sale. We thank you and we love you all.